Hello, this is Professor Oligath. You're listening to Etherreach, produced by Homebrew Studios. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I've heard it's a pretty good one. Thank you. Have a good day. Previously on Etherreach.
So according to my family, I'm schizophrenic. Now, I don't take my meds because even when I do, I still hear the voices. Because I'm not schizophrenic, I'm just crazy. It's not a condition. It's a personality trait.
I want you to...
Cedric,
Yes?
I'm sorry.
Why?
It's common that when people first meet Karl, that he just rubs him the wrong way. I would love to know what I could do to help you feel better.
Perhaps you can tell everybody this. I don't want to be the prince here. I'm just looking to get to know my people.
The Romans were from the underdepths.
That's not quite correct. They actually existed just around the same time that the Egyptians did.
Who are the Egyptians?
Are you all right, Professor? You seem distracted.
You say that after talking to him about the Roman Empire and stepping to the side, and he kind of, yes, I'm fine. Bad night's sleep. Why do you ask? Sorry, do I look that bad?
I would say most people wouldn't notice it now.
When you say this, Miara walks into the class and says, "Good morning, y'all."
I forgot you're a science teacher, guys.
You can see she's wearing a skin-tight blue dress. Titties, cleavage out.
So it's V-neck?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Karl, it notices that, he saw a glimpse and went, no luck. No, everyone's going to be staring. I'm going to be the one good boy not looking.
When we last left off, we had just finished Professor Miara's class, where she showed off way too many assets. And she ended class, and now you all need to go to lunch if you choose. You have about an hour to spend as you kind of make your way out of the classroom and into the cafeteria. There is a variety of different foods for you to choose from. This is much more of a buffet type of deal rather than a grab-and-go breakfast that you had earlier for breakfast. Who wants to start?
Nerine is so excited. This is actually going to be her first time trying land food.
Right, because you ate caviar at breakfast.
Yeah, caviar for breakfast. Probably had some pre-packed food for dinner last night or whatever. So
First full prepared meal.
first actual introduction to land food cuisine. And she's just so you said there's pretty much whatever.
Yes.
She's just gonna get a tray and try one of everything.
Nerine definitely got there first.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's just fucking speed.
Is that Sonic?
And as you walk up to the buffet, there is a wide array of food. There are these deli meats kind of decorated out, and there's different types of breads that you can use to create your own sandwiches: mayo, garlic aioli, spicy mustard, ketchup, relishes. There's some hot dogs, some sausages that are over there as well, and the pièce de résistance is a marinated roast beef.
I just see land food.
Yeah.
And I'm just taking bits of everything. Sauces, I know what sauces are. I know they go on things, but I don't. So I have little
ramekins.
Little ramekins or whatever. Just
yeah, you have a tasting platform of ramekins, basically.
Yeah.
As you speed walk your way up to the front, you all notice in particular Corbin kind of shit, and sees that she's going right to the buffet, and he beelines it straight for the kitchen and disappears into the kitchen.
Oh, he's gonna cook your thing.
The caviar?
Yeah, he said he was gonna make a surprise meal out of it.
I don't even know what you would make out of caviar.
Probably
usually just
caviar.
put that on crackers.
Little caviar food.
Probably something probably like caviar.
Or maybe sushi. Like the sushi that has the little salmon roe on top. Instead it's fancy ass.
You all
caviar.
see everybody else in the class kind of makes their way into the cafeteria, and you see the same sort of spread. As you all approach the buffet, everyone gives you, Karl, a wide berth. As they either get in front of you, or as you join the line, they kind of give you looks and either hang back so that you're at the back of the line, or they kind of speed their way through their first course and let you go about your way. So that leaves you, Debi, and Stellan kind of all together. And Melron, if you want to stick with him as well. Up to you.
I probably walked in because we're all in the same study group, so
Right.
I walked in a normal pace. I'm not pushing myself.
Okay, gotcha.
You're giving us a lot of space.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I think that has to do with the events of earlier today. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing. Remember, we're here to make connections and make friends and get to know people and let them get to know us and all of our good parts.
That's why you're here.
I think she's trying to say you were a bit too forward with people.
A little bit. You could have explained.
So I should not be myself?
You can word things differently.
It's not that you shouldn't be yourself. It's just perhaps you should try to see perspectives from other people.
At least if you want people to like you. If you don't care, then you don't care.
Should I care?
Do you want people to care?
I was asking you if I should care, from your perspective.
Oh, you'll
Probably
answer
should.
that. Karl, you should care.
Thank you, Stellan.
Why?
Other people are important. You like me, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you think my perspective is important?
Yeah, do you not like me?
I do.
All right, then.
And I
But
appreciate
that's-
your perspective.
And that's because Stellan got to know you and you got to know Stellan.
Perhaps
Yeah,
we
but
should
I
talk
already-
perhaps we should talk over a table. We're
I've
just standing
already
here.
been going down the line and putting
Right,
food on the
right.
tray. Yeah.
You're right. I should get some food.
I already got you. But
Thanks, Karl.
well, the problem is that we already know each other. Do I need to know more people?
Well, why
I already-
wouldn't you?
I have a job. I'm only here because Mom and Dad said I had to be here. You know, I'm not really. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm here. So
Think about it like this. Everybody here at this school right now represents all of your potential clients that you could invent things for. And, you know, all their parents are currently the people that are taking your inventions and appreciating them and using them and buying them and sponsoring you. These people are the next generation of that. So if you make a better impression, then they'll be able to appreciate you and your inventions.
I'm gonna have to appreciate the inventions.
They don't have to.
I mean, they do. Who else is gonna invent them?
No matter
Orin?
the logic there, people still have their opinions and they can hold grudges, no matter how illogical it is.
That's fair.
From who I've talked to, Orin,
Yeah, and
Elias.
It'd be okay. That'd be good for him.
They're talented. They're talented in what they do.
Okay. Yeah, I think Oren's really talented.
I'm actually curious. You've always had kind of a negative response to Elias. Is everything okay there?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Just because every time they're brought up, you don't. I mean, they're standoffish, but I've talked to them. They
Can I
seem
make an
nice.
insight check on Debbie?
You are
Sure.
Because
so
I think
silly,
Stellan set him
Stellan.
off now, where he's like, yeah, actually, now that I think about it,
Can Nerine join the group now that she
Yes,
has Layne?
yes.
Her tray just
yeah,
absolutely
we probably
loaded
joined
up.
you at the table now, and you're like,
I'm taking my sweet time.
Oh, yeah.
I am enjoying.
oh, like the ratatouille.
yeah.
I rolled a
There is a
deception against
wide
your
range
insight.
You probably beat me. What'd you
Of
get?
foods that
28.
Oh, we're way off. Yeah, 15. So.
Can I
There-
do an insight on her?
you. Absolutely.
My deception stays the same.
Is there a
It's
cousin
28.
advantage? No,
No, I don't need it.
no, I wouldn't. I needed that 20.
there is a wider range of foods that hit you. Anything that's particularly salty or salted well, that tends to align with you.
Yeah.
There are certain foods that just you're like, okay, this is an acquired taste. I'll have to get used to this. Like mustard is kind of tangy and strange, and that's definitely a land taste.
Yeah. At least the yellow mustard. The
yeah.
brown the brown mustard?
The Dijon.
Yeah, the Dijon
Yeah.
is a little nicer.
Strangely enough, as well, anything that's particularly sweet on land is cloyingly sweet. It's like,
Really sweet.
It hurts my teeth.
yeah, it kind of hurts your teeth a little bit, and so nothing's bad. It's just kind of, oh, this is new. This is interesting.
What's the sweet food she's not liking?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
She is not liking. Your face immediately changed.
Michelle was offended.
Yeah, no, she
Is
is
it be-
not vibing with the chocolate.
Is it because it's too sweet? Or because it has that bitterness to it, that like
I think it's
richness?
probably more on the creaminess that chocolate can kind of have.
Mhm.
Where it's not just like sugar.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
You know, like you kind of get like the different kind of texture to it as well. So it's just
Melron knows she's
really
not,
off-putting.
like eating like certain things, like she's avoiding some of the sweeter foods.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like she tries like apples. No, not for her. She is not vibing with apples. Like she takes a bite, she's like, nope.
Doesn't like red apples, probably green apples might be. You think?
No, she just isn't vibing with apples in general. It's the texture of them, and then asparagus.
Not liking some of your food.
It's all so new. There's a lot of this stuff. All of this stuff I don't have. All this land food, like the meats are so yummy.
What's your favorite?
These, and she holds up a marshmallow. These squishy little pillows. They're really good.
What's your
Those are
favorite
called
food?
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows. Marshmallows.
Yeah, and they get even better. If you put them on this little cracker, like a sweet cracker, put a little bit of the chocolate, which I noticed you didn't like, and that's okay. You don't need the chocolate. And then you put the marshmallow on top, another cracker on top, and then you melt it. And
You
then
can melt
eat
them?
it. Yeah.
And
And they
Karl,
get
Karl will take
super-
one and prestidigitation as he just abracadabra, and he'll like start to melt it,
See?
and he'll pass it to you.
And it does burn you a little bit, but you kind of overcome it.
Isn't that so
that's
fun?
so yummy.
That bitterness does actually create a really cool sensation, and that's really yummy.
And she just has like sticky, like it's like on her lips and everything.
And it's actually as you're chewing this, and as you kind of have this all around you, Corbin comes up to you carrying a small plate of.
Hi, Corbin.
No, it's
Hi, Nerine. Oh, you got the marshmallows. How did you cook that?
abracadabra.
Oh, that's so cool. I can't do anything like that, unfortunately, but
Okay.
I made you a little something, if that's okay. Just kind of a blend of what you might be used to, and then a little introduction to land food. It's English muffin with some smoked salmon, and then a little bit of onions with some dill and capers on top, and then also on the side I have a little bit of something called creme fraiche. It's a little bit of a bitter, creamy thing. And he kind of looks at your plate and he kind of takes note of what ingredients you're not really touching. And then on top, I just have a little bit of the caviar that you brought me. And when he says a little bit, where you were eating scoops, he has like
a crumb.
just like 10
Yeah.
10 individual little
Yep,
eggs.
just on top.
I've never seen such few caviar.
That's how special it is to us. It's we try to get the individual little things, and it's supposed to be a salt explosion, you know.
Oh, well, the ocean's a salt explosion.
And he kind of takes that in, and he's like, I hadn't thought about it that way. You're absolutely right. Oh, please let me know what you think. And he kind of sits there, and he's like, it is really cool. It's really nice. And just the flavor combinations, bitter, the salty,
She is definitely having a ratatouille
yeah,
moment
there's
right
a serious ratatouille moment. And you're having it without the creme fraiche, which like...
Oh, she already like swipes him up with her fingers. He was telling her. She was like...
So trying it by itself, it's got that textural kind of thing that's a little weird. But then you smear it on top of the dish itself. And where this once was that kind of fishy texture that now there's this little bit of creaminess that like coats your mouth afterwards, but in a way that carries the flavor across your mouth, so it really elongates the experience for you.
I love land food.
Good.
Land food is so good.
That's so awesome.
You guys are so lucky.
Is it good? Is it okay?
Oh, it's so good, Corbin.
Awesome.
You
Okay,
are such a
great.
good cook.
Do you know any seafood you would want to make for us?
You mean food?
Yes.
Well, we have, we cook a lot of fish.
Well, what's your favorite?
Turtle soup. Ooh, or gooey duck. Gooey duck is really good.
What's gooey duck?
So it's an oyster that's really, really big, and it's like very juicy and like thick.
You're going to see that Corbin takes a little notebook out of his pocket and starts writing down these things as you're talking about it.
Crab is really good. Crab is
I've heard
I
about
would like
that.
to
We do
sleight of
some
hand
really
take the
good
chocolate she's not
boils.
touching
I heard that they're the deadliest catch.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I have seen a lot of people fight with them. They can be very aggressive. Same with like
Hence the
like
name.
yellowfin
17.
tuna.
17.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those.
What were
Oh,
you
you
rolling?
have to punch them. You have to fight them.
Oh.
Real quick, what's everybody's passive?
24.
A 7.
24? 7?
21.
21? Okay, cool. The two of you, while you two are intensely talking to each other, you see none of this. Melron very slowly takes all the chocolate that was on your plate and just drags it across the table.
He
to
can
them.
have it.
I'm clocking that. I'm going. You're
I-
like,
I saw none of it, and I don't even register it as I lean over
That
to
is
him,
my
and I'm just
queen.
gonna.
My plate was mainly a lot of very healthy, very balanced meal, a little bit higher on the protein end. So there wasn't any chocolates or anything.
Yeah.
Nerine also
But it's
pushes
there,
over
so
the
I'm just-
apples and asparagus. You're like, if you want
Not
the stuff
even
I don't
registering.
like,
I just
here
lean
you
over
go.
to Melron and just. Do you think that they like each other, or one of them likes the other? All right.
Have you ever had pufferfish?
No. I
How
heard
are
that
you with poison?
I was going to ask.
I mean, I'm pretty good with poison.
Because
That-
it does,
that is-
it
that's-
can be tricky. My father's an apothecary, so he's really good at getting the poison sac,
Okay.
and then he gives the rest of the pufferfish to like the cooks and everything.
Oh.
It's so good.
Cool.
They're also really dumb looking, and I love them.
Nerine, you're so silly.
How?
You make me laugh.
Narine's gonna insight that.
I'm not joking.
She's like, why is this silly? They're just dumb looking. That is a 25.
Yeah, Debi, she is just having such a good time with you right now. This is such a fun experience. She's never met anyone like from the sea before, especially not from in the sea before. So she's tickled. This whole interaction
Tickled
is she's tickled pink. This whole interaction, she's just loving it.
But Nerine is having a blast.
Good.
You without even inciting, you get the feeling that she's excited that she's finally getting to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like her own age.
As you two are talking to each other, you see that Marabelle comes up to the table. And she says, "Hi, everybody. Sorry for interrupting. I'm so sorry. Debi, do you mind if I pull you aside? Just got to talk to you for a quick second."
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
Enjoy your lunch, everybody. Have fun. You
Can
know.
I insight her? I know the type of I
Absolutely.
saw what type
Also,
of character
absolutely.
she
I would also
is.
like to incite her.
Go for it. Go for it.
I don't.
I have no reason to.
No, that wasn't that one.
Also, I'm
Okay.
against being poisoned,
Yeah,
so
13.
You are having
actually-
so
okay,
much
Yes.
fun
okay.
with your land food that you're not catching anything.
I'm like, I switched from talking to Debi. She's going away, so I switched to them, be like,
I'm listening.
pufferfish.
I understand.
Only 13.
13.
I understand. Do they like puff your head if you eat them?
She's doing a
Oh,
really
no.
good job of
It's a
keeping a
neurotoxin.
smile on
It,
and
like,
being
attacks
really friendly
your
and
nerves.
everything that
Can I get some?
you're like, I don't know her well
Her
enough.
ulterior motives aren't on
Yeah.
her.
I could see if I could write to my
Exactly.
father, see if he could send some.
That'd be great.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for their conversation, aka listen in on the conversation with Observe It.
She is going to pull
You don't hear her saying pufferfish is a neurotoxin. Me going, can I get some? And she goes, yeah. I'll get my dad to bring some.
I'll write to my father, see if he could send some.
I'm like, yeah, neurotoxins.
and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they're getting along so well, yay! A friend for Karl.
She is
We're
going
two
to
dumb idiots.
she is going to pull you into the common room next door to the cafeteria.
Wow, she's taking me out of the room.
Oh, she's
Yes.
taking you to a second location.
Damn, I can't read their
Damn,
conversation.
that's good.
Mhm. Oh,
That's
you
what
could
we
go
say.
follow
that
them,
wasn't
bro.
just
Afterwards.
just so that
Maybe.
you know, Michelle. I didn't do that. She was going to do that anyway. It
Oh,
wasn't
I'm
just 'cause-
peer pressuring her as a rogue to go follow.
Do it. Do it.
So she pulls you into the common
Plus
room.
9 in stealth looks
She
real
says,
nice.
"Hi, Debi.
Hi.
So great that you're getting along with everybody, and I love that you're talking to everybody. This is so great."
Thank you. And I love your outfit. You look so wonderful.
I know. I spent so long on this outfit, and as you look at it, it is very well put together. With a little hat that she's got on top of her
Does
head.
it match?
Yes, of course, everything
Excellent,
matches. And she's got a little bit of a contrasting necklace going on. Really fabulous looking.
Wonderful.
She has
You
a
are just
statement
stunning, Marabelle. I'm so excited to get this chance to talk with you right now.
I feel like I haven't been able to talk to you very much.
Yeah, it's just we've been so busy between orientation and class, and
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'm so excited to have this moment with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I wanted to make sure that I pulled you aside, and I want to make sure that you know that people are talking a little bit about you and Karl, and I just
About me and Karl?
Yes. So just because people don't really know you, I just want to make sure that I can defend you because Karl has gotten off on the wrong foot with a lot of people, and I know that you look super friendly and you seem super nice, and I just want to make sure that we girlies can stick together and we can take care of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get that he's your cousin, and I get that he's that you want to protect him. But at the same time, I'm just making sure you're taken care of. Be careful with him, okay? Because
She's totally spread rumors around.
Yes.
You are so silly, Marabelle. I don't have to be careful with him.
No, but
He's my best
but
friend.
I'm worried about you. I just want to make sure that you have the
Stop it.
best time when you're at the school, okay?
You are so silly. I really appreciate you worrying about me, but I can take care of myself. And with Karl, no less, please. He takes care of me just as well.
But
That's right, Debbie. Put that bitch in her place.
You. Anyway, continue. And none of this is with malicious intent either.
No, she's registering that. Don't worry.
She's registering that you fully believe that.
Oh, I know.
But did you know that he's not 100%, all there?
Oh, yeah, but he's taking medicine for it.
He told me he's not.
I'm gonna have to talk to him. Thank you for telling me.
This is why I'm worried about you. I want to make sure you're okay.
You have nothing to worry about. I am probably the safest person here.
Okay. You look so confident in it that I'll
I
just have to trust you. Do you mind if we... What have you been calling the stones?
Oh, the blueberry! Do you want to
They're
take?
blueberries. Yeah, let's tink blueberries.
Okay.
Tink. And now you have Marabelle's information.
Yay! I am getting so many new friends. I am so excited. What do you like to do? I mean, I know that you really like fashion, but is
Love
there
fashion.
anything else that you like to do?
I love to...
Myself?
I'm not really a gym person. I think it's, kind of, it's whatever. I do love to... Me and Asher are starting, a vlog channel that, we're going to start filming around. Just because he's so talented with, all of the different, social media stuff like that. So he's... And also, he's, super cute, right?
Match made in hell.
I guess, yeah. I think you guys look really cute together.
Stop it! You think so?
Yeah.
Can you imagine our babies? That'd be
Oh my
insane.
God.
I shouldn't
didn't
be.
think
I shouldn't
that
be thinking.
far,
I
but,
shouldn't be thinking about that. But you
Oh my god.
You would-
Hold on,
like,
give me a second to think.
Knowing both of
Hold
your
on.
intelligences, you might have to think about that. It's closer than you think.
I mean, don't think about it too hard. That's taking a lot of the fun out of it.
Yeah. No, I just, my imagination's not the best,
That's
but
okay. That's
honest
okay.
to goodness, I believe in you. I'm rooting for you guys.
Thank you. That is wow. That's just really sweet. Okay. Let me tell you what I really like to do is after we're doing that, I'm really going to focus on that, and I really want to get into my studies. I really want to. I haven't been the best student leading up to this, so I want to make sure that I'm really studying.
Yeah.
In class.
I mean, I've never been a student before, and this is so exciting.
That's going to pique her interest.
Oh no.
As you say,
Oh no.
I've never been a student
I was
before.
homeschooled.
She's going to go, How do you mean?
Oh, well, ever since Karl's family adopted me, I've just been working around the house and working around the community, and I never really had the time for local schools, and I'm not nearly as smart as Karl is, so I never really thought I would have much hope to be a student, but so far I'm having such a good time.
Huh. What's your passive insight?
Oh no.
I know she's gonna turn that into
21.
something awful.
21?
Yeah.
Full protector.
You
No, it's
don't
gonna
really
hurt.
see why,
Oh.
but there are hard gears turning in
Yeah,
her
we
brain.
can smell the smoke.
Yeah, there's. she is
What's burning?
Chugging along.
Yeah.
Something's
She's thinking of
being used
all
that's never been used before.
And she is just staring you dead in the eyes and like figuring all this out.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna go, well, that's really fascinating. Dean Hardmeyer said that there were going to be so many different kinds of people, and you're just so unique in your story and in your personality.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye,
I'm so
cousin.
sorry. I barely got to eat, so I'm
She
going to
will
go
be
ahead
turned
and
against
head
me.
back to my
Oh,
table. I don't mean to be
Yes,
I
of
deserve
course.
it,
No
but-
worries. No, I love that we had this chance to talk.
absolutely.
And I will hit you up whenever I have a free moment.
Do you mind? It's a little tradition where I come from, and she's going to lean her. She's going to go, mwah, mwah.
Mwah, and without hesitation. Mwah, mwah. Oh, that's so fun. I love it.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
Isn't it so great?
I'm going to try it with people.
Yes, please do. I would love to see that. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
See you in class, okay? And you two are going to head back inside.
I want to punch her in the throat.
Just randomly, and she walks in.
And I would love to purposefully roll insight, not on anything that she necessarily was saying, but just on kind of like her intention, especially after seeing gears start rolling in her
Yeah.
head and seeing that she was planning on something.
Sure.
That's gonna clock something in Debbie's mind
Yep.
where I would like to roll an insight on her.
Okay.
Debbie's past.
That's pretty good. 28.
28. So as you look into her and as you're kind of seeing that gears are turning, you start thinking back to prior in the conversation and thinking, but like, what's her game plan with her asking about your relationship with Karl and trying to figure out what that's like and her having concern about that. It's starting to catch to you that you've seen these types of tactics before. Is it malicious? Is it ignorant? Is it genuinely for your benefit? Hard to say. But there is strategizing. There is not manipulation. It's more information gathering
Right.
than...
And that's something to be
And that-
cautious of.
Yes. She's not doing anything willy-nilly.
Right.
It's all...
Everything is
that was,
planned. Everything has a purpose.
yes.
What that purpose is, I don't know. Do I care?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
She's like a pageant girl.
Yeah. I'm gonna, before going back to the table, by the way, I'm gonna peek and see if there's any more chocolate.
There's plenty of chocolate.
Awesome. I'm gonna grab some and slyly, so slyly, I'm just gonna like put it in front of you before I sit down.
Like, are you sleight of handing it, like, so I don't notice?
I mean, you can notice all you want. I'm just not gonna be like, I got you more chocolate. I'm just gonna like set it down in front of you. I like sly and cool, like.
I got you, fam.
Yeah.
It stays between us.
As you sit back down, what's the topic of conversation that Corbin is feverishly taking notes of?
Well, where we last left off was neurotoxins,
Neurotoxins
of
and
pufferfish.
pufferfish.
While they're
so we
talking
probably
about
moved on to
pufferfish,
like
I was
shark
looking
fin.
around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lunchroom,
Carl was
reading
like, yeah,
conversations.
all that, yeah. Like,
especially Cedric
So,
if he's talking to
you
anyone.
have shark-like teeth,
Cause screw
but
that
your mother's
guy.
a fish,
I
and
don't
your
touch the chocolate
father
you gave me.
is
A halfling.
a
That's fine.
halfling.
That's for later.
Dad's a halfling,
That's for
mom's a
whenever
fish.
you're ready.
I'm adopted.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where the shark teeth came from. Okay.
Oh, you're
We carved it.
adopted.
Oh, you just carved the shark teeth.
Real
Okay.
quick, do you mind, Melron, so sorry to interrupt the
Absolutely.
conversation,
No, yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm going to,
No, please.
real quick.
Shark teeth. Ooh, ha, ha.
Melron, as you guys are talking about seafood and all these different things about your history, around the lunchroom there are 7 different tables for you to choose from. In particular, sitting together, we have Asher and Lyra sitting together, and they're kind of sitting. Yeah, they're sitting there, kind of expectantly, and not really
revolutionists.
talking to each other as Marabelle has left. Aurelia, Asteriel, and Saren are actually all sitting together, kind of at the same table.
Interesting.
Saren and Asteriel are talking together pretty fluidly. Aurelia is kind of in her own world, kind of passively listening, every so often chiming in. Asterial and Saren in particular are talking about fighting techniques, which is something that's you didn't know about Saren.
I'll
but-
have to talk to him later.
Yeah.
Not one of Stereo's.
Cedric, Grush, and Sariva are all sitting together, and they have a what it looks like they're getting along very well. That's definitely a circle forming. And
Grush, Sariva, and who?
Grush, Sariva, and Cedric are all sitting together, and they're all getting to know each other. Cedric in particular is trying to teach Grush Common. Grush is...
Cedric is teaching him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Sariva is kind of being there as the mediator. Not really emotional, but, respect's a good thing when she sees it. Zafira and Elias are sitting at the same table, but not talking to each other. And then you guys have the
Elias.
most populated table with Corbin, Stellan, and then the rest of you.
Us. We're the party table over here,
Yeah.
guys.
We
Partying
got
it
the
up.
food. We got the topics.
And
We
I
got the hella
apologize.
cuties.
There are 3 more people I have to add. Oren is at the table with Cedric, Grush, and Sariva,
Mhm.
kind of as a peripheral figure, but he's definitely been picked up by that circle. Phelan is at the table with Zafira and Elias, and he's kind of doing the same thing that you're doing,
Looking around.
which is just looking around, and as you look around, you two lock eyes.
This is Elias.
No,
No,
this
this
is
is
Phelan.
Phelan.
Sorry. I'm
Phelan.
sorry.
And you two lock eyes. And he's been staring.
Ugh.
And he's kind of sitting back with this, like,
Meow.
with this, not glare, but just looking at you very expectantly.
Insight.
Yes.
The fuck.
Yes.
Absolutely the fuck. Ooh, okay. 16 plus 6.
16 plus 6, 22. So we are looking...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I got excited.
16 plus 6. He's staring at you. There is an intense sense of curiosity. You get the feeling that he is not judging, but forming opinions about you without speaking to you. Just observing you and seeing what you're doing.
What a bitch.
Whatever.
I want you to make a charisma saving throw,
What?
and he will do the same.
I don't
Are you
like
trying
it.
to riz him up? What's going on?
Let's try this
Mr.
dice.
Riz Master over here.
Charisma. Ugh, 19.
19 beats him. He looks away first.
Ha!
Got
As-
him.
As there's this kind of intense moment where you two sit and look at each other for a good, 3 seconds. And then he breaks and he starts looking elsewhere.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
Yeah. And
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Seraphine is sitting at the table with Aurelia, Asterial, and Saren, kind of also as a peripheral figure. And I believe that's everybody.
I'm going to actually, after she comes back, and after all that with him, I'm going to stand and actually go over to where Saren, Asterial, and Aurelia are sitting. I'm going to go over to them.
So you sit down at the table with Aurelia, Saren, Asterial, and Seraphine.
What conversation do I overhear between Asterial and Saren about weapons fighting techniques?
A lot of what they're talking about is the difference in their fighting techniques. For instance, Asterial is a much more of a stand-up kind of punch 'em fighter. Saren is much more of a rogue in terms of quick hit, devastating hit, and then get out. And there is a fairly lively discussion about the pros and cons of each approach. And that's what you hear as you approach the table and as you kind of make your presence.
Yeah,
known.
as they're they're doing that conversation about which is better, I'll probably as just my introduction of sitting at the table.
Mhm.
That's why I do both. Both can be useful in a fight.
And Asterial's kind of look at you and be like, yes, and I understand why you do that. It's just, I don't know. I feel like taking problems head on is more often the best thing. And Saren kind of goes, excuse you? I take my problems head on all the time. It's just, I like to be quick with it, Oh, I don't know if we've ever met. Saren.
Melron.
Melron. Nice to meet you, Melron.
Shook hands with the same. Whatever.
When this handshake kind of appears, you see Aurelia kind of look at this, what's happening, and she kind of looks over her shoulder and sees the table that's forming over there. And she's going to kind of lean forward, think for a second, and go, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And she's going to kind of back up out of her chair and walk over to the table where you guys are.
Cool.
So, like, do you chew?
Yeah.
Because sharks
Oh.
don't chew. That's what she's walking into.
Well, that's quite the coincidence, because Asteria, I was meaning to, since yesterday you wanted me to make some introductions to my group.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay.
I got Karl, Debi, and Nerine over there.
Yes. I do remember. I do remember that. I'm having a fantastic conversation with Saren. Perhaps we can do those introductions after the class. Would that be okay?
That's fine with me.
Okay. Would you like to join in our conversation?
Certainly interesting.
Okay. Go ahead and make a just general charisma check.
Melron's missing out.
Melron is missing the freaking party that's about to happen at our table.
Just a general charisma?
Yeah, just a charisma. Just you're gonna join in on this conversation.
Yeah,
It's something.
14.
14. It's a general conversation that you know quite a bit about.
I was going to talk about how sharks are technically the throat.
Over the course of the conversation, you feel that Saren is very much taking a shine to you. He quite likes what you have to offer and your perspective on things. Asterial, make a insight check.
Does she wish that I wasn't here? Insight. That's it.
I think
10.
you're closest.
10.
Yes.
Your own judgment
My
of
passive insight's a 16.
That's not how that works.
Shut up,
Trust
you're not the
me,
DM.
I know. If anyone knows how pissed I am that active checks do not.
Anyway, with my
You know,
10.
honestly, I think you need to like pop off a little bit. What were you gonna say? Active checks.
Yeah,
If
DM.
active checks, if I could take the passive over the active checks, I would do that every single time, but it doesn't make sense.
It's a passive
It
check.
is passive.
It is a.
When
I
you-
wasn't paying
when-
attention. On average, this is how good I do.
That's I.
It's
hear
literally
you.
10 plus your proficiency
I
or your
hear
modifier.
what you're saying, and I get it. It ticks me off, though. I can't stand it. Anyway, with your 10, I would say that your own judgment clouds you. You sense that Asterial wishes you weren't here. And honestly, it kind of comes back to a point where you and Saren are having a good enough conversation that you wish that Asterial wasn't here.
Wow.
This is such sibling energy.
Oh my god.
He has
I'll
his own
also
Debi.
probably at some point, give a nod to Seraphine. She's here too, right?
Yes.
I like how
She's not really
complained
joining
about
in.
having two
She
Debis
is-
and
she
then
is not
immediately
actively
jumped on
participating.
board.
But yeah,
Like, I have two
I'll
Debis.
acknowledge her.
Okay. And she acknowledges you, and it's a very friendly thing. And actually, due to your previous conversation, where previously she was not listening to the conversation at all, when you join in, she kind of puts the book down, knows nothing about this topic, but she does listen to you. She does have that kind of respect towards you.
Interesting.
At the end of the conversation,
Seeing
though,
offering cigarettes.
Saren does offer you to tink blueberries if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take the blueberry.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melron.
Is it going around?
Yeah,
Everyone's
take
trying
that
to call it
blueberry,
blueberry
bitch.
now,
Take the
except
blueberry.
Cedric.
Take that.
Is everybody but Cedric calling it a blueberry now, basically?
Basically, yes.
Get on board, Prince Boy.
He knows that it's called a blueberry. I told him.
Now, I should say, you call it a blueberry because everybody's been calling it a blueberry. Saren doesn't know that it's a blueberry, but when you say that it is, he's like,
Bet.
despite the fact that it's gray,
It's just an old blueberry.
it's an old blueberry.
Ew, gross.
And that's how your conversation goes. Is there anything in particular that you'd like to go over with that? Is there anything else you'd like to know about that conversation?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You just
It's
chit
just a
chatting
little bit of
Yeah, yeah.
little stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
gotcha.
socializing. You social butterfly, you. I see
I'm just
you.
making connections. You know, the thing that Karl should do.
He is. People are coming to our table.
Yeah, I
conversing.
got lectured about making friends, and now all these people want to be my friend. I
Aurelia is
work
coming to your
wonders.
guys' table.
Yes,
Dude, a celebrity literally wants to say hi.
Probably because Nerine is.
I know.
To that point, Aurelia comes down, sits at the table.
So
and
sharks
says,
are the ultimate throat goat.
What does that mean?
Hi, Nerine.
Hi, Aurelia.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
How was your first day?
So far, it's been a lot of fun. I am loving land food.
Is that what you call it? Land food?
Well, that's what it is.
That's so cute.
Well, what else would I call it?
I had never thought about it that way.
Because I mean, it's food that's from the land.
And as Aurelia kind of sits down, you see Corbin, who was actively taking notes and kind of being part of the conversation, suddenly kind of shrinks back
Mm-hmm.
and puts his notebook down.
Insight.
Insight?
I'm also gonna insight.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay.
Nice.
He loves you.
18.
18? So you pick up that Corbin has suddenly become very self-conscious and has shrunk back into himself and has now decided to become a peripheral figure to this.
Okay.
That's what you notice. You notice the same thing. In addition, you also notice in glancing across at Aurelia, she has sat next to Karl
Mhm.
and positioned her body in such a way that she is blocking him out of the conversation.
Interesting.
Stop it!
Well, it could be
No!
unintentional.
remind
It could
myself,
be unintentional.
Was it Corbin that like was fawning over her earlier, and
Yes.
then they had the conversation?
Yeah, where I was
Yep.
like,
Ooh.
she might not like that.
Oh, right. He was the one in the hall, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yes.
So it probably is intentional, but
Damn.
in a way where he started it type of thing.
So
Yeah.
Aurelia has her back toward
Towards
position-
Karl.
Yeah, she
Not
sat down
Corbin,
in such
Karl.
a way that basically
No,
if Karl
no.
is over here, she's like
Yeah,
kind of leaning
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's blocked me out.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Bye, Karl.
No, that's why I'm getting
Oh, I
upset.
thought she blocked Corbin out. I was like, oh yeah, because
no.
of fanning. Yeah.
I don't care about Corbin yet.
Aurelia, have you met the rest of my friends?
Yes.
This is
Actually,
Debi.
I saw them during orientation. Hi, Debbie.
Hey,
This is
Aurelia.
Corbin. He is
Hi,
an
Corbin.
amazing cook. He made me this really yummy dish just now.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
it's gone, but it was really yummy.
And she's gonna kind of see that you're trying to make that connection. She's gonna, what did you make for her, Corbin? And he's gonna very wide-eyed, and then is gonna take out his notebook and kind of flip through that real quick, and he's gonna say,
Narine's gonna kind of put a hand on his shoulder,
Okay.
kind of reassuringly.
Okay. And he's gonna go like, English muffin, smoked salmon, and he's very stutteringly delivered the recipe, to which she's gonna kind of go, oh, that sounds lovely. That's really sweet of you to make that for her.
Mhm.
I assume it was delicious?
Oh, it was so good. It was like a blend of stuff that I already know and new stuff, and it just.
Well, that's really fantastic,
Mhm.
Corbin. Thank you for making that for my friend.
We were actually pen pals.
Pen pals?
Mhm.
What's that?
Well, because I help out a lot in our caviar distribution and everything, and harvesting. And his mentor also would reach out to us because one of our big exports is caviar.
Sure.
And he's a cook, he's a chef. And so is his mentor.
Oh,
And so,
is your mentor Chef Tiberius, the head chef to the king? And to which he kind of does a quick little nod, and she's like, I've had so many of his meals whenever I come perform in the King's Land, and he's just an incredible cook. You're very lucky to have him. And he's gonna kind of, thank you. Thank you. And that's more or less how the conversation goes for the rest of lunch.
And to Karl being blocked off like this.
To note, she has not acknowledged you.
Yep. hmm And Karl picked up on it, and he
Okay,
didn't
cool.
say anything. No, Karl's not going to step in.
And Debi hasn't picked up on that.
At a certain point, it becomes so apparent.
I think Karl would probably just go to the classroom.
Okay.
Yeah, he would just leave.
No.
And he wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't say bye. He would just get up and go.
Oh.
Definitely at that point. Definitely at that point, you would realize.
I'd be so sad.
Yeah. You would realize, shit. And connect two and two and go back to the beginning of the conversation and go oh, she doesn't like him. She doesn't like him at all.
There's another one.
What's the next
Don't
class?
worry.
The next class
I'll
is
work.
going to be Dr. Uncurian and Dean Hardman.
Dr. Uncurian's first?
Yes.
Okay. If it wasn't, he would probably have ditched. He'd probably just go hide in the library. Yeah.
Mm.
He's like, people don't like me.
Dr.
Whatever. I'm going to go read books. But then he's like, but math. He's like, I'll ditch the next class.
After a little bit more time, the bell rings and it's time for you all to go to the classroom. And as you head back and sit at your respective tables with everybody in the study group, Dr. Uncurian is already in there. Reminder, a very svelte-looking, professional, put-together half-orc woman who is standing at the front of the class, and she says, take your seats. Take your seats, everybody. She kind of stands there in front of the class as everybody sits down, and she says, today we'll be learning math. I'll be your math professor for this entire semester, and I hope that we all learn. I know that math can be a very difficult subject to learn. Just know that I'll be here for anything that you may need, but I'll be very tough. This will be your toughest class for this year. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for listening to or watching this episode of Etherreach. If you would like to, please subscribe to Homebrew Studios on YouTube or your favorite podcasting network. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have to grade a lot of papers. Thank you.